Hi, this is Robert Jean here in my kitchen, and I'm answering your questions. So here's the next question. Hello, Robert. My name's Magdalena. I've created type 1 diabetes. I'm 18 years old. I've been tapping since I was 15. I'd like to rid myself of diabetes and not using any medications to take care of it. Although I've been tapping for a while, tackling my diabetes, but it has not seemed to come true yet. How do you suggest I begin? The task seems slightly overwhelming. Thank you for the information you give and for changing my life forever. All right, thank you. Yeah, that's a really good question. You know, there's a lot of amazing research out there about how the mind can heal itself and does heal itself. And the first person I ever worked on who had diabetes, I was in actually Wichita, Kansas, 2001. And it was an older guy, and he came in. Actually, his sister had paid for the session. His wife had died, and he's severely, severely depressed and suicidal. His blood sugar level's extremely low, and he's taking 3 shots a day to regulate it. All right, so when he came in, I started working on what's obvious, which is the death of his wife and his depression and the emotional experiences in and around this whole thing. I worked on him a couple of hours. We addressed the memories. We re-imprinted many. We made peace with this whole experience. And then, of course, I went back to Oklahoma. About 3 to 6 months later, I was back in Kansas again, doing presentations and seminar, and he walked up to me. Of course, I didn't recognize him. He looked totally different. He said, "Robert, I just want to thank you for changing my life." And I said, "Okay, how did I do that?" Because I didn't know who he was. He said, "Well, you remember I was at the Riverview Retreat, and you did a session on me about my wife who had died." He said, "You know, everything's changed since then. I'm now in a relationship. I'm no longer giving insulin shots to myself because I don't need it. My blood sugar went back to normal." And all I did basically is I basically addressed what drives him, which is his emotions, his hurt. And of course, you know, when you look in a lot of different books, you know, there's the body. If you understand, the body is an autobiography of your emotional life, the good stuff and the bad stuff, all right? So, you know, we have body language. It's just body language. Now, a lot of people look at the body saying the body's doing it to me, and the reason why they do that is because they're cut off right here. They don't know what's going on up here. So the body hurts, the body has a problem. You look at it, my body's broken, which is not true. Your body is a servant. It's the honest communication of your unconscious. So, the question I oftentimes get with people who have physical ailments and has no idea where it came from, how it happened, or why it drives it, there's a lot of things I use to help decode this. And I know that the unconscious mind is doing what it's supposed to do. Physical pains has its positive role. And so it's just a waving flag or reminder of things you hadn't addressed yet. So one of the things that I will do is I'll do an intake, The Art of Change, which I teach in my trainings, online trainings, level 1, come to a live seminar, learn how to invest in yourself and know how your brain works, and you can create anything you want. So one of the things that I will do as a help to break into, to decode, to figure out what it is that drives it, is I use a couple of books. And of course, you know, basically, as I said, as far as body language, this book here is The Secret Language of the Body by Ines Segal, and I also have a Louise Hay Heal Your Body book as well. Now, I use these as guidelines. It doesn't mean it's absolutely true. And what we do is we'll look through here and kind of figure out maybe a direction that we can start searching for and emotions that we look for. So I go over this a lot in the online training course, You Can Heal Your Body, which I just finished in Las Vegas. This last couple of months ago. I think it was last month. And It works, and you can see the results of it. You see a lot of people who come to my seminars or people I've tapped on and their physical pains are gone. But the gist of it is that, you know, like we got type 1 diabetes that she has here, needing sweetness, attention, love and care, feeling insecure, unsure of yourself, overly needy, and relying on others. Self-centered, focused on your inadequacies, wanting to appear indispensable to others, listening to and surrounding yourself with too much negativity. Now this is just a guideline. So knowing how to take this information and how to fill in the answers to what you're doing is basically looking back through your life. I go in more detail in training, but go in there and look at yourself and say, how does this fit my life? Have I experienced something similar? How can I relate this? Can I prove these to be true? Then you do your list, and then what you do is you start using, as a part of the art of change, what you don't want, turn in what you do want by flipping it, and then of course your identity will be challenged, because remember, your physical pains, your body's reaction is a positive expression of your resources that'll help keep you in alignment with it. I know it's crazy. Once you start rewriting the story, re-imprinting, memory reconsolidation, and you start rewriting the stories, your mind shifts, the body follows. So the truth is, you change your mind, you change your body. And you've seen many, many people who've been to my seminars. Rose Hartgrove, there's tons of them. Rose Hartgrove with lupus. And of course, I didn't personally work on her. I hired 2 of my practitioners, really good ones, and I had them work on her, and I told them exactly how to do it. They went, they worked on them, they rewrote the stories. She came out from the session, she already started noticing the symptoms were disappearing. So the mind is powerful. Knowing how to use your mind to create the shifts in your life is worth millions of dollars, especially if you want to enjoy your life today. So my suggestion is, keep working on yourself. I do have these books online, and these are special books, so I spiral bound them because of the fact you won't wear them out as easily and you won't lose pages. And we do have both of them together. And also we do have, like I said, the online training, you can heal your body. And also we have level 1. You can change your life, you can change yourself. And basically it goes into the different ways you reimprint your memories, how your memories are constructed, the different areas, and how you know when you're done. And here's a fact. A lot of people will start with this one. And Jean is a perfect example. Jean, she had fibromyalgia, she had severe pain, she had all kinds of physical ailments. She didn't come to eutaptics or FasterEFT to be a practitioner. She came because she was sick. But the deal is she got rid of her illnesses. She fell in love with the system because it's methodical, it makes sense, you can repeat it, and it's applicable in any person's life. So what you're going to do is, as you start growing and you start healing, your life improves in all areas. So this is my suggestion is go online, check out my books, go online, join the online level 1. Now, if you're doing it from YouTube is missing miles of information. There's so much I teach, you know. It's not a 2-day EFT course, you know. It's not showing you how to tap. Tapping, you can learn how to do that in 2 minutes. But knowing how to go inside yourself and make the changes, and that's where it separates the boys from the men. All right? So keep tapping, learn more. Take notes of what you learn from me on YouTube and on the online courses, and send me your notes. I'd love to see them. Tell me what you've learned. Anyway, this is Robert Smith here in Oklahoma. Love yourself, like yourself, know how your brain works, be mindful. That's how I'm doing this, teaching mindfulness, direct mindfulness. Take control. This is Robert. Peace.